nearly 1 kilometre deep and 600 kilometres long. The birth of the Great Lake brought with it a rapid explosion of life. More than 700 types of cichlid fish have evolved from a single species which first entered the lake from nearby rivers. Through competition for food and space, each type of cichlid has developed its own special habits. Many feed on algae. Each evolved to harvest different types of rock face. But not all cichlids are vegetarians. Stalking the midwater shoals is a fish which is fast as lightning. The barracuda of Lake Malawi. And lurking beneath, the only fish in the world who plays dead. This cichlid lures prey by mimicking a rotting corpse. In such a dangerous world, young cichlids need cover. Many Malawi mothers protect their brood in their mouths. It works fine until the youngsters get too big. When that happens, these particular cichlids swim deep. "50 meters down, they find new childminders, a pair of catfish. The catfish already have a large brood of their own, yet they tolerate adopting hundreds of young cichlids. This remarkable behavior is so new to science that no one yet knows how or why it has evolved. Lake Malawi is a stable body of water where life is sheltered from extremes of climate. But the arrival of the rains has a profound influence on all its inhabitants. Erupting from the lake surface, billions of flies, forming clouds 2 kilometers high and 5 kilometers wide. No one knows what triggers this event. The cycle of the moon, or maybe the hammering of raindrops on water. For the flies, the journey from the lake bed is perilous. Their larvae must ascend 40 meters, running the gauntlet of 1,000 mouths. Even when they've reached the breeding swarm, the lake flies aren't safe. They're a feast for swallows, swifts and martins, fattening up before their long migration to Europe. After mating, the females lay their eggs on the lake surface, and then they die, all within a few days. Another bonanza for cichlids. But feeding at the lake surface is dicing with death. The pied kingfisher, an open water marksman. Pied kingfishers are the largest kingfishers in Africa, able to fly 20 kilometers offshore to hunt. Lake Malawi is so productive that nearly 250,000 people make their living from it. % of all the protein in the local diet comes directly from fish. With their abundant riches and endless fresh water, Africa's Great Lakes are like vast oases in a predominantly dry continent. But their influence stretches far beyond their shores. During the rainy season, the level of the Great Lakes can rise by over 3 meters. Spread over an area twice the size of Ireland, this represents trillions of tons of extra water. The swollen lakes can't hold all the surplus water. It floods into surrounding rivers which overspill their banks, priming new types of water world. Africa's wetlands. Each year, the Chambeshi River inundates 10,000 square kilometers